Hello students, I am Casey Seals, your instructor for this class. If you have not done so already, I want you to pause this video and go back to the home page and watch this video right here and then come back and watch this one. So I'm going to point out lots of things in the class. The purpose of this video is not to go over any assignments. I will show you where I'm going to do that. So basically this class is going to tell you where everything is, what your expectations are, where to find things, and how to be successful. Okay, so as I said in the, let me make this a little smaller here. Okay, so you can see all of it maybe. Let's just X out these. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we are at the home page, and this is where you'll see announcements. Okay, so already there's an announcement about YouTube Shorts, and this will tell you exactly how to fix it and make it not a YouTube short. Some of the shorter assignments that we do will automatically upload it as a YouTube short. I'm aware of that. However, right here is right here. If you click it, it tells you exactly. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, wrong screen. It tells you exactly how to do it. So there's no excuse of like, I didn't know how to do it. So the biggest reason that students have a stressful time with this class or are not successful is because they don't read what they're supposed to read. And in this video, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to read, watch, do. And so I would come back to this video. And so another thing, let's go over here. So no YouTube shorts. And then submission comments in the grading section where I type and leave you feedback. Please don't respond to that. I don't get them. They disappear. That is not a communication tool. So if you want to respond back to me, then just go to the inbox feature right here. Okay, that's where you will communicate with me, but not in the submission comments. So here in the announcements, I post updates often. So make sure that you read them, watch them. Sometimes they're videos, sometimes I type them. So everything that we're going to do in this class is going to be in modules. You really shouldn't, you can click grades and see your grades clearly, but please don't click assignments or discussions. You click on modules and you'll see everything that we're doing in the class. Okay, so let me come over a little bit. Okay, so you are here, okay? Right here is going to be important FAQs. I would read that because you're going to take a quiz. So you have 2 assignments that are due relatively quickly. And so I'm going to talk about those in a minute, but you will need to read through the FAQ forum because it talks about are you allowed to read your speeches? No, you're allowed 1 note card. You can't use your phone. How to dress for a speech, things of that nature. And so there's lots of things that you'll need for this quiz, and not only the quiz, but then you know how this class is navigated and what to do, what not to do. Okay, so what we're going to do is scroll down, and if you look in Module 1, there's an overview and to-do list. Module 2, overview and to-do list. I give lessons right there over every single assignment that we do. And so it is imperative that you click on these and you will see a lesson, okay? I film them, I post them in there, and so it breaks down all of the expectations of what we're going to do that week. It's very, very clear. And then you're going to click on resources. So every module has resources, and you are expected to read through them. So they're the directions. These, we don't have any resources that you have to buy, like no book, nothing that you have to buy for this class. And so these are your chapters in your book. So you are expected to read through these, watch the lessons, review them, especially their directions. So let me give you an example. This happened just the other day in my first 8 weeks course. We were working on one of our speeches, and if you see in, let's just go to resources, and we're going to click on the directions here. And if you scroll down in the directions, it talks about stay away from topics such as, and a student posted a topic that's listed here, so that tells me that this student didn't even bother to take the time to read through the directions of the assignment. So how are you going to know what all of the expectations are for everything if you don't read the directions? So you also see in the resources that I'll give examples, okay? And so there's all the resources that you need to be successful are in the resources, and so make sure that you read those and watch those. I post feedback on all of our assignments that we do, and so let's just go here. Let's just say we're on. Let me come back up here. So let's say that we're gonna go over this assignment. I'm grading this assignment right here. Oh, I need to leave student view. This will show you mine. Let me show you. Okay, so this is there's no grades in here, so if it's your name, so Addison Anderson, I'm going to use your empty spot here because it's not due yet. Class has not even started. So if you look at the rubric, there's rubrics posted for everything. You can see them. I'll show you where you can see them. If you look, there's 3 dots, and on yours there's 3 dots. Let me show you this, and then I'll show you where to find the rubrics. But I leave feedback here. This is where this is specifically where I'm talking about the submission comments. Don't comment back there. They disappear. I don't get them. Okay, so this is not a communication tool. So I will grade you on the rubric. Okay, and then right here in the overview is where I will give a lesson over this assignment. In this overview, I'll give it a lesson over this one. So every module overview right here, it has a lesson over what we're doing. Okay, so just make sure that you watch those. So if you look here, discussion over nerves. Oh wait, let me go to student view. Okay. If you click on it and you see the 3 dots, show rubric. It shows you what you're going to be graded on. So things like audience. So instead of waiting, let's say that you can't get an audience together and you're wondering whether the late point deduction is going to be worth waiting, then if you were to click on it and show rubric, it tells you how much the audience is for, how many points it is. So all of the information that you're going to need is in the course. You're just going to have to make sure that you look for it, find it, and then always email if you don't have any questions. I respond in the discussion, so check back and respond back to me. I don't want my efforts and my, responding to you. A lot of times I'll do video responses. I don't want those to all be for naught. I want you to respond to me. I want you to be engaged. I really implore you to not be a bare minimum student. I think you guys all should strive to be better than a bare minimum student. What I mean by that is, let's say that you're on your discussions, that you have to have 5 sentences, and you're like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're very generic, and you're like, I got my 5 sentences. That's being a bare minimum student. And so that is my challenge to you, is to be better than that. And let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so in this lesson right here, okay, I'm going to be going over the expectations of your speeches, filming your speeches, your audience, everything you're going to need to know about your how to film your first speech. And so be looking for that. So the first thing you need to do is your verify identity assignment. So the directions are here. Okay, so you're going to have to show your ID there. It's required. I have to make you do this to verify your identity. So make sure that you read the directions and do that assignment. And then the required quiz. You can take this quiz as many times as you want. So don't settle for anything less than full credit. Again, that would be just being a bare minimum student. If you're like, oh, I got a 16 out of 20, good enough, be better than that, because this is not even about speech. It's about the way the class is structured. And so the answers are easy to find. And so if you miss one, go back and retake it. So that is it for this video. I will explain all of your speeches and your first couple of assignments right here. So let's have a great 8 weeks.